phone call I think last time it worked. I'm not sure. We're on the Sifra to Sniota, so we'll start going back and forth over here. And I think we are... where could we be? We're on Dasheh as Dasheh, the word Dasheh. Let me get this going here. I'm sorry. Oh, there it is. So here we are. Dasheh. The word refers to the service that made tshuva. It says right here, Nisan. So that word afflict yourself is lashon slicha. How does that work? So it says number Vav says V'yafashah Bir Khan explains it like this: V'zel l'shana v'yomer alehem Elokim Taj ha'aretz Dasheh Esav Mazriya Zera Eitz Pri etc. He says if you count them up, Be'elo Eser Tevos with these 10 words, Umazah Mesaras Yimei Tshuva. So here you have the 10 days of repentance are mentioned in that. Behind the V'chasiv V'anisem, because then it says V'anisem Es Nafsho Sechem B'teisha the Chodesh Be'erev at the night time after the 9th day of the 9 days B'haku Zimna Shuhu Zaman Yom HaKippurim on that at that time. So that Zaman, so what is that time? He says that's the time of Slicha V'Kapara. So nothing particularly profound there. There is going to be some profound stuff here. I'm not sure what we'll get it. Let's see how we'll do. So it says like this. Next one says, here's another idea. Dasheh refers to Iver. The Iver of what? The Tesha Tikuni Dikna of Zeranpin. Va'anisem is later that he's born out. So this is a little bit more mysterious. Babir HaMeshula the Viagroa. So the Agroa. She is Bar Ki Maimba Dasheh Aretz. What does that say? Dasheh is like causing something to, I don't know, appear. I'm not sure. It's starting the grasses he's talking about here. Who besod Iver Tesha Tikuni Dikna the Zer Anpin Besoch Ima. Now this is a fact that I think I don't have an evidence. Of course, that Zer Anpin does have 9 tikunim, but I thought that took place in his beard. I thought that took place as it was growing, after the later. Here he says it takes place over here, the Ketina Dikna Zer Anpin, while he is still in embryonic stage. Also that, it says like this, Omer HaPasuk, Dasheh besod Tazria, with Hazroas, which is the idea of planting, but planting what? The Tesha Tikuni Dikna besoch Ima, inside of Ima, while their Anpin is still embryonic. He says that the seeds for his beard, which is the beard of, let's say, that's going to ultimately bring mercy down to us, it's planted all the way back then, V'achar kach Ama v'yihi kain, and then it says, and let it be like that, let it be so, beso the Ivor atzma. That's talking about the Ivor itself. So one is planting, and then v'yihi kain means it refers to, I don't know, the embryonic child of Zeranpin. But apparently the beard goes all the way back, according to the Gra. That's actually the time when things are of birth. So the pasuk, and this is the secret of the Totza ha'aretz Dasheh, he said v'niftachim shari bina, and then open up the gates of bina atzma. He said, now when Totza ha'aretz Dasheh, that means the opening up of those gates. He says, when do you do that? B'teisha the Chodesh, on the 9th day of the month. That's when the aspect of Bina becomes revealed. Hanikras Olam Haba, which is also called the world beyond, or the next coming world. Which is a time when there is no need for eating and drinking in Bina. Besod inui nefesh, which is the concept of affliction of the soul, let's say, so to speak, afflicting. I guess it means suppressing the spiritual part, or suppressing some aspect that has to do with the nefesh, which is saying that's the physical spirituality, and going to a state of non-eating. V'hu b'teisha the chodesh be'erev, so that means the Erev Yom Kippur, the Haindach b'Yom Kippurim, that's what it means. Okay, that didn't seem to go with the first part, but that's what we're talking about here. That's what the Raw says, and he introduced an idea of the fact that Zeranpin's spirit is planted in him when he's still embryonic. So it grows along with him. So now there's a new one here, Dasheh, and this has some arichos on it. I don't know if we'll do it today, so we'll see what we do. So Dasheh is Din Shalom. It really refers is the first letters of these three words, Din, Shalom, and Emes. So then, and it refers to the time of Be'erev Yom Kippurim. B'Zohar Chai, he says, of a beer kan b'zel d'shana b'sod Dasheh. He says, Amarno shehu b'sod Din Shalom. So it's like a kind of Din, Shalom, and Emes. So how do you get that? So he says, Sha'alehem, on regard to them, Olam Omed, that these three things, what are the three things again? He says, they're Din, Shalom, and Emes. That's the word, that's what allows the world to stand. Olam Omed. So now we says, of the Sod Din B'Rosh Hashanah, so the Din, it takes place at Rosh Hashanah. The Ozhu Nasira, because that's when the Nasira takes place. V'hamitok shaladinim hu sod shalom, and so sweetening the dinim that are found at that time is the concept of is shalom. Let's say, how's this go? V'hu b'yisodos, and this shalom is found in the yisodos, the oz hu prisas shalom shal chasadim, the sukkos shlomecho, the chasadim, the sukkos shlomecho. Now, some of the words here were hard for me to string together. So Rosh Hashanah, so we understand that that's the beginning of the Nasira, and there's a Mituk Adinim that takes place during the period of time. Let me just reading again. Shal Hadinim Hu Sod Shalom. So because Shalom is one of the words, it's the second word. V'hu b'Sukkos the Oz, so that takes place on Sukkos. The Oz is a priest Shalom Shal Chasadim the Sukkah Shlomecho. Sukkah Shlomecho. V'sod Emes, so that's two items. So he said Emes, so it stretches from the first day of Rosh Hashanah all the way back down to, unfortunately, what happened this last Shavuos, last Sukkos rather, Simchas Torah. He says, Shalom b'sod Emes Hare b'Yom Kippurim. That's on the day of Yom Kippurim. Ki Chosmacha Emes, because it's seal, that's the seal of Emes. There Yom Kippurim takes place of Yom Kippurim. Then he says, if Erev Yom Kippurim, Aboim Miskashrim Elu Shalosha, they all come together, all tied together. That is Din, Shalom, and Emes. Biachad, they come together. Okay, together. They come together. So he says Biachad. So let me see. Lefi Sha'oz Shenistayim Adin V'Nesira Shal Hod. So he said, now let's go back, he said, because you have to see the Nasira is taking place over these 10 days of repentance. And he said, the Fisha Oz, when is Oz? He says, this is Erev Yom Kippur, and his Tayim Adin, that's where the Din stops. V'han Nasira Shal Hod, and Hod is Nasir. Yisod, that is not just Hod, but the bottom three, Sod, Yisod, gosh, I can't get it out. Hod Yisod Malchus, the Rosh Hashanah. That's what happens. That Nasira finally takes place at that time. The Kumelas be'erev Yom Kippurim, and they receive at the time of the erev of Yom Kippurim. Shnei Chasadim. Now, so what is this? Where is this Yom Kippurim? Two Chasadim come in. Ba'agav min Chasadim Panemium. So they come through the Sadim Panemium. The Sukkot Shalom, that Sukkot Shalom, Shenikdas Sod Chesed, that enters in the Sod of Chesed, Harishon Biyom Echad, the Sukkot Mevuchar Yadua, which is explained. So he says, now there's some interference on your line sometimes. Another sound is coming in. Another something else coming in. Okay, let's go back. Let me go back. Shnei chasadim. So he says, "Mekabelas be'erev Yom Kippurim, shnei chasadim be'agav min chasadim penimim." So here he's talking about chasadim penimim. Is there another kind of chasadim too? So he says that this is the chasadim penimim that come from this concept of sukkah shalom. Sheniknas sod chesed rishon biyom echad the sukkos k'mavur v'yedua. So all of this. I'm not sure that I know this, but maybe I should. Sod emes shal Yom Kippurim, and then you have the emes of Yom Kippurim. Mekabelas be'erev Yom Kippurim is received over there. There's another one, the one of emes al yedei bechila through eating on the day before Yom Kippur. Shal yad this kaim mitzvahs on Nisan es nafsho seichem, because through this you're fulfilling this phrase on Nisan as nafsho seichem. Uvezecha be'erev Yom Kippurim, on this, there on Erev Yom Kippurim, as hu b'bechinas Dasheh aras Dasheh, din Shalom, emes, etc., din Shalom and emes, ad kan v'ayin sham od barucha. So there are, I'm going to stop this here because I want to go to the Pesach shir. We have until what time today? 17. Okay. All right. Let me stop this here and we'll go.